What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Rants with Ray. My name is Rayniecemitchell. For all who are new here, OMG, I have such an amazing message for you all on today. I'm like, what is this on my lip? I'm sorry. I'm always having sidebars. Always having some sidebars in the middle of the video. But okay. Y'all gonna take me as I am. Okay. Now, OMG. You guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rants with Ray. My name is Rayniecemitchell. For all who are new here, welcome in. Okay. Happy, is today Wednesday or Thursday? Happy Thursday. I pray that everyone is doing well on today and having an amazing day today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. Well, I'm not tired. I'm sleepy. But I had to get on here and give y'all this message before I took this nap because y'all, God is so good. God is so good. And I can understand why I didn't do this where when I first got back home, because everything just like fell into place. As you can see by the title, it says, "Your enemy shall come up against you in one way, but it shall flee in seven." Your enemies will come up against you in one way, but shall flee in seven. And you are being vindicated and restored. OMG. I don't know who you are. I don't know exactly what you've been waiting on, but get ready because God is about to come through for you. Whatever you have been, desiring, praying for, working towards, God is getting ready to come through for you, okay? And it's important for you to understand that because you need to walk in this season like God sent you, okay? You need to walk with your head held high in confidence and sureness that God is going to do everything that He said He's going to do for you, okay? This is such a beautiful message. I can't wait to get into it. And yeah, you guys. Oh, really quick, if you haven't already, go and get my ebook, The #1 Guide on How to Stop Smoking Weed. If you or you know anyone is struggling with addiction to weed, this ebook will totally bless you. Not only will it break the spirit of addiction, but it will also help you find the things laying deep and dormant within yourself that is making you believe that you need weed to cope every day, and all while getting you close to God in the process. So, and you'll be able to find that link in my community board or in the description box below. Okay. Okay. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so, so excited. I know Valentine's Day is getting ready to come up. So, I pray that everyone enjoys their significant other. And if you aren't, with anyone at the moment and you're single, enjoy yourself. Love on yourself, okay? Because it is important to be the love that you desire before that love arrives, okay? And that's another message within itself. But let me get into the message, y'all. So, again, let me name the title. Let me say the title. The enemy shall come up against you in one way, but it shall flee in seven. You are being vindicated and restored. God is doing some major things for you, and it's important for you to understand the time that you are in at this very moment, because for a lot of you all, life is getting ready to pop off, okay? A lot of the obstacles that were presented in your path, a lot of the hurdles that seemed impossible to overcome, those walls of Jericho are falling in your life and you're getting ready to see fast forward movement, okay? So, first, I was in both, okay, so I took an Uber to my doctor's appointment, and the Uber, and of course I had an Uber back. So what I noticed about both of the drivers, hello to everyone in the chat, welcome in. But I want to say, okay, so both of my rides today, the drivers were very interesting. Um, so before I talk about the drivers, let me get into it. So I got inside of both of the Ubers, right? And normally I will normally I'll talk, I'll be talkative, I'll be social when I get in these Ubers, and I'll be a little friendly. But today, I just didn't feel the need to do all that. I felt the need to get in the car, be quiet, keep my headphones in, and mind my business. Right? I'm just paying for a ride to get to point A to point B, not to make friends. So I felt led to be quiet and just pay attention. And I noticed with both Uber drivers, it seemed like they were upset at my silence. They were upset that I did not want to engage in conversation. And they started like driving fast and very aggressively, um, and just kept asking me questions as if to like deflect or make some type of noise. Like the on the way home, the driver kept asking like, "Oh, do you need to charge your phone?" No, I don't need to charge my phone. My phone is already charged. He offered me a mint. He said, "Do you want a mint?" No, I don't want a mint. I'm good. Thank you. He was like, "Are you comfortable?" I'm good. If I need anything, I'll let you know. As of right now, though, I don't need anything but for you to stop talking to me and drive, okay? But I just felt the need to be quiet. And after I kept saying no to the different things that the Uber driver was offering, the Uber driver started driving very fast and very aggressively. And I was getting in my spirit that the enemy, your silence irritates the enemy. Your silence, it it irritates the enemy because the enemy does not know how to fight you. The enemy doesn't know how to come up against you because you are silent. And it's so important to remain silent until God allows you to speak on whatever he's calling you to speak on, because the enemy, when you're silent, the enemy doesn't know how to come up against whatever you're working on. When you're silent, the enemy doesn't know how to attack you. And even if the enemy does try to attack you, God has confirmed to me that, again, with the title, the enemy shall come to you in one way, come up to attack you in one way, but will flee in seven. So I thought, because I thought it was so interesting that both of my Uber drivers, like on the way to my appointment and then leaving my appointment, did the same exact thing. It was like they got irritated because I didn't want to talk. And I'm like, is this for real right now, or is this a joke? Like, and both started driving very fast, very aggressively. And that's what God was giving me. Like, your silence irritates them, because the silence is so loud and so powerful. What it does is disarms the enemy. And it makes the enemy feel nervous, because when people can't get you to talk, they can't pick your brain. When people can't get you to talk, they can't get you to tell on yourself or tell on whatever you're working on. And the enemy doesn't like that, right? And God had led me to watch. I was watching my show, and then after that, God had led me, y'all, to Deuteronomy 28, verse 8. And at first, I thought he wanted me to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and chapter 8. But no, God was like, I want you to go to Deuteronomy chapter 8, chapter 28, verse 8. Y'all, I could have like threw my phone. I literally was like, and then I'm going to read verse 8 to y'all. Well, let me read it real quick. So God was like, the Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Meaning that your hand is blessed. Anywhere your footsteps is blessed, it is yours, and God is going to bless it. God is getting ready to really show you that everything that you've been through, everything that has happened up until this point has been for this very moment that is getting ready to present itself in your life. You are getting ready to walk into your promised land, walk into your promised season where things are going to be moving fastly, quickly, but it's not going to feel like you're rushing into things. You're gonna feel a sense of peace because this is God's hand moving in your life. You are going to be blessed when you're coming in and blessed when you're going out. I feel led to read verses 6 through 13. I'm gonna kind of like skip around, but y'all, I thought it was so interesting that God gave me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 8, and it just really blessed me because even how I said in my video yesterday, like I just wasn't feeling it the day before on Tuesday. It's just been a long process, a long journey, right? And a lot of you all may feel the same way where you feel like, what is going on? Nothing isn't moving. I've been doing everything God has been asking me to do, and I still don't see any results. I still don't see whatever it is that you've been waiting to see, right? And it's just so important not to give up before this breakthrough because you are about to see God change your life firsthand. I'm telling you, opportunities are about to come out the woodworks. Relationships are about to come out the woodworks. You are about to be fruitful. God is blessing your land. And it's important for you to understand the season and the time that you are in so you do not miss this door. And even if you try to miss this door, you can't miss this door because you are destined for this. This is your purpose. This is your calling. And it's time. The spirit of delay can no longer hold you back. It is time for you to walk into your rightful authority and dominion and your rightful destiny, your rightful purpose. Nobody can come and destiny swap with you. Nobody can come and steal what is rightfully yours. They may have taken it temporarily, but they cannot permanently steal your destiny because as you have came into obedience with what God has asked you to specifically do, it has put you into alignment and divine covering, meaning that the attacks of the enemy will not work against you while you are in alignment with what God has been asking you to do, right? And I want to read some of the scriptures to you all. So it says, verse 6 says, blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. You're walking into a season where you're going to be blessed when you're going in and blessed when you're going out, meaning that you're always going to be prosperous. You're always going to be fruitful in this upcoming season, no matter it's this saying, what is it called? Whatever I spend comes back to me times 10. It's like whatever you spend, it's coming back to you triple fold, quadruple fold. And you need to understand that the season of lack that you were in, because I'm hearing that for a lot of you all, what is that? Oh, lip gloss. For a lot of you all, you have been in a season where people have judged you. People have deemed you to be, they basically kind of thought like maybe God isn't with you for based off of the things that you've been going through, the things that, God has allowed to happen in your life. It has caused a lot of people to doubt that God is really with you. Or that you are on the right path. And it's important, and it's important. I can't say that enough. It's important for you to know that not only were you on the right path, you were on the path to get you to where you are about to go. This was the only path that you could take to get to where you needed to go and to learn all the things that you needed to learn, because the experiences of the past equipped you with tools that are necessary for this next season that you're walking into, you guys. But let me read verse 7. It says, the Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. God is saying that the enemy is going to come up against you, but it's going to be smitten by you. It's going to be powerless against you. It's going to be powerless against the covering of God over your life, the hand of God that is moving in your life. And they're going to come up against you in one way, but flee in 7. So like I said, the obstacles, the delay, the problems that seemed so impossible to fix, impossible to solve, impossible to overcome, those walls are falling in your life. You no longer can be held back or delayed from what is rightfully yours because you are in covenant, because you are under a covering of God. You have to move forward. You can no longer stay stagnant on the same level. You can no longer be held hostage in a season that you have overcome already. Um, and I want to read verse uh, 12 and 13. Okay. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. God is saying that you are no longer the tail, you are the head. You will no longer be below or beneath anyone. You will be above the people that have come up against you, the people that have talked down on you, the people that stopped believing you, the people that have left you. They are about to see the major moves that God is making in your life, and no one can get in the way of the blessings that are rightfully yours because you have followed the commandments of God, because you are in alignment with what he's asked you to do. You are about to see the hand of God move in such a way that it's going to blow your mind. It is going to be almost unbelievable. Go ahead and start thanking God now, praising God now, because I'm telling you, when this happens, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to throw you for a loop. You're going to be like, what? No way. No way. I'm telling y'all, like, I know this to be true because there will always be your greatest warfare, the greatest amount of pressure right before the breakthrough. So if you've been feeling, if the intensity of the warfare has increased, so much at this point, it's because the enemy, no, Satan knows that you're about to cross over. He knows that once you cross over into this dominion, into the land that God has called you in, he can no longer use the same tactics that he used before to trap you, to delay you, to stop you, to come up against you and accuse you in the courts of heaven. And the enemy is angry because he doesn't like to do new things. He likes to work in patterns. So if he can trick you or trap you with the same trick that he's been using for the last 30 years for your mama, your granddaddy, your daddy, your auntie, your cousin, and everybody else, he want to use the same thing with you. But when you overcome certain things, not only do you get set free, but your family gets set free. The people connected to you get set free. And that's why a lot of people had to fall off from your life, because the way that God is about to bless you, God does not want the wrong people blessed. God does not want the wrong people to be promoted that have not earned their way to be there, that have not put in the time and the work with God, that have not put any skin in the game to be reaping the benefits of your overflow. Like, no, sir, no, ma'am. That's not what's going on in this season. And it's so important for you to understand, do not bless people outside of God's will. Allow God to lead you on who to bless in this next season, because you're moving into a time where the fruit will never run out. The well will never go dry. The like, you're about to really see God move in such a supernatural way that it is going to shock you. It is going to literally throw you for a loop. And not just you, but the people around you, the people who gave up on you, the people that seen you at your lowest and doubted you, doubted that God was even with you. And that's why it's so that's why it's so important to be careful of who you put your mouth on, because you never know what season a person is in. Some people are reaping the fruit of their hands, their work, by doing evil deeds or like witchcraft, um, and stuff like that. But some people are just in a season of wilderness where they're going through a stripping, meaning where God has to remove the things that was gained outside of him, and then you regain those things back. Um, well, greater things than those things that you lost through putting skin in the game, putting time in, spending time in God's presence, and really going through the wilderness, going through the fire, and allowing God to break you to rebuild you, if that makes sense, right? So know that it's really it's a great time right now. It's a great time right now, and you're about to see major movement in your life. I'm telling you, opportunities are going to start coming out the woodwork. These opportunities are going to be so astounding that I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind, because this is going to be the opportunities that are coming your way, the people that are coming your way, the money that is coming your way. It's not going to make sense, because these are things that you've probably been applying for a long time, that you've been asking for a long time, that you've been working so hard for a long time. But it's like now you don't even have to work for it. It's going to come to you. It's going to find you. And it's literally not even going to make sense. It's not going to make sense, y'all. It's not going to make sense. The way this overflow is about to flood your life, the way God is about to flood your life with abundance in every area, it's not going to make sense. It's not, y'all. And I'm just here as a messenger to let you know, get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And um, just really start thanking God now, because you're about to see the fruit of God. You're about to see the hand of God move in your life to where you will be fruitful forever. You will always be, as long as you stay um in alignment with what God is asking you to do, you're going to continuously see his hand move in your favor, where it's going to be back to back victories. You are about to experience back to back victories where it's not going to make sense to the normal eye. It's going to look like, what is going on? No witchcraft will be able to come against you. No beauty spells, because I've been feeling in my spirit heavy that there was a lot of witchcraft going on to tamper with people's beauty, to tamper with people's skin, their face, and just so you don't look up to par. But know that no man will be able to, no witch, no warlock, no spell, no hex, no voodoo, no hoodoo, no voodoo, no, none of that stuff will be able to come up against the hand of God in your life. And anybody who thinks that they're going to try it in this upcoming season will, I'm telling you, as the enemy come up against you in one way, they're going to flee in seven. God is not playing about you right now. He don't never play about you, but he's really not playing about you in this upcoming season. God says, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. And in this season, the wrong, I feel so deeply like the wrong people come up against you, they might not make it out this time.